What is up, guys? I'm ExxotikGaming, and today I am yet again back with another Pixel Gun 3D weapon review. I've been doing a lot of these weapon reviews over the past couple of days, and I really hope you guys are enjoying them. And continuing on with that trend, we have another one here today, this time being a backup weapon, one of the newest weapons released in one of the biggest updates of Pixel Gun 3D, the big Star Wars / Christmas update, and this one is called the Space Blaster UP2. This is a very cool Star Wars looking weapon, and I gotta say, this is a very cool looking pistol. This one has a 17 lethality, which puts it in the middle range compared to some of the other weapons in the backup section of this game, but it does perform very, very well. It has a 92 firing rate, which is pretty good. It's better than some of the other ones. It's very similar to the Desert Eagle in terms of firing rate, and it has a 14 capacity, which is better than the Desert Eagle. And it also has a 120 mobility, which you would expect something in the backup section to have a relatively fast mobility. So, continuing on here, what we are going to do right now is we are going to jump into a close range map here, close to medium range, because this weapon does perform best at close to medium range, because it doesn't have too strong of a scope right now, or a zoom in its scope, so you're going to probably want to stay in closer range so you can take people out a lot easier. So, we're going to go jump into this Silent School match. I've been using Silent School a lot for my weapon reviews, and it's just because, I mean, it's probably one of the best maps for these weapon reviews. It's very cool. It's very similar to the space, what's it called? The space rifle, and that's when you fire it, there's like little lasers that come out, and it looks really cool in my personal opinion. I like it a lot. I don't know how much I'm going to honestly be using this weapon, but I definitely will probably use this quite a bit in the future. It is a two-shot headshot, I believe, to somebody without any armor whatsoever, and that's what you would expect, since this weapon is not as powerful as some of the other guns of Pixel Gun 3D, but it still is pretty good. So, continuing on here, what we are going to do is we're going to go take some of these people out. That's our very first kill of the match so far, and it has a very good capacity. I like the capacity set at 14. You're not going to really have to reload that quickly. It has a nice zoom, nice scope zoom. It is pretty powerful in terms of the amounts of damage it does in one single shot, as long as you get those headshots. It's a 3 or 4 shot headshot to somebody with ruby armor. Yeah, 4 shot headshot, so that's not bad by any means, and it's probably not the best weapon in the world for taking out adamant armored players. It can do it, but it's not the optimal weapon for taking out those adamant armored players. I would definitely recommend some other ones over this one. If you really wanted to take out an adamant armored player with a backup section weapon, the one to use is the Exterminator or the Alien Blaster. Those ones, actually the Dual Hawks is another great one for that. Those ones are the weapons for adamant armored players, but if you're in a match like I'm in right now where there's not too many adamant armored players, then you can use this thing and you will get some very, very good gameplay with it. I'm getting some good gameplay, as you guys can see right here, and definitely this is one of those weapons where your best bet is to use the scope always. I would, even if it's really close range gameplay, in all honesty, you probably should use the scope, because you know you're going to get that shot a lot more accurately than you would without. So always try to use the scope as much as possible when using this weapon, even if it doesn't seem like a really good time to use it, because I promise you, you will get much better gameplay if you do that. When you do reload, it does have quite a decent amount of time for a reload, that's what I was trying to say, a long time for reloading, so that's the one big downside with it. It has a pretty long reload time, and the time that it takes to reload, these people who have, like, for example, the laser minigun are probably going to take you out. But you can still get these people, as you guys can see, just a nice 3-shot to this guy right here. 3 easy headshots to that person, and easily able to take him out. This weapon does not take out some other ones, like, for example, the laser minigun here. I would not recommend using this weapon against the laser minigun, because you're not going to really end up successfully taking those people out. But if you actually manage to kill somebody with it, I do have to say it does feel pretty cool when you finally do kill somebody with that, because you're just using a little Space Blaster and they're using the whole laser minigun, and you're still able to kill them. And it's another laser type weapon, so it's pretty cool. It's definitely pretty difficult to take those people out, as you guys could see. We both killed each other. I saw him before he saw me, yet he still was able to kill me just because he had a much more powerful weapon than I did. But it doesn't mean it's bad, guys. It doesn't mean it's bad, because it still is a really powerful weapon, and you can get some great gameplay with it. I've been getting some pretty good gameplay in this match right now. I have 710 points, about 5 minutes into this video. A little less than 5 minutes into this video, actually. Well, at least into the actual game. But it's good, guys. I like it. It's really good in terms of the gameplay, and If you manage to find a match where not everybody has adamant armor, then that's really where you will shine when using this weapon. Like I said before, don't try to find a match where every single player has adamant armor. This one has a wide variety of different players. There's this gold armor guy, there was that guy who had the ruby chest plates, there was another ruby armor guy, I believe. There was 1 or 2 players who had no armor whatsoever, and there were several people with adamant armor. So obviously the people with the adamant armor are the most difficult to take out, but these other guys I can easily take out. Like this person right, well, okay, the match ended, but like that person right there would have been a pretty easy person to take out. So I like it, guys. I really, really like this blaster. It looks really cool when you see it here in your first-person game mode. I mean, for me personally, this is one of the cooler looking weapons in the backup section for sure in Pixel Gun 3D. Backup weapons don't really look too cool, unfortunately, because they're just like the little pistols and stuff, but this one certainly looks really, really cool, and I like it a lot, guys. You definitely should consider getting it, but there are certain backup weapons which I would recommend before this one. Those would be the Alien Blaster UP2, the Exterminator, and the Dual Hawks, like I just said. You gotta get those ones before you get this one, and if you already have those, then you might want to consider getting this one. Actually, the weapon that this one is very similar to, in my opinion, is the Photon Pistol. You can watch my review on the Photon Pistol. I'll have a link down below in the description, and you can see the similarities between the two. I might actually do a gun comparison between the two, possibly in the future, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Definitely try to use as many of the items, the in-game items that people drop whenever you get this thing. And since it does have a 4x zoom, I believe it's a 4x scope. I'm almost positive it is a 4x scope. If you do have that, then you can actually use this at a little bit longer range. And that's why I say this weapon is best at close to medium range, because you can use that 4x zoom at medium range, and that, let me show you. I just want to show you for a second that it is, I believe, a medium. Yeah, 4x zoom. So it's good, guys. You can use that at medium range and actually kill people like that. So that's really, really cool. Triple kills and monster kills, well, monster kills might be a little bit difficult, but triple kills and quadruple kills are not too difficult to get with this weapon. I mean, as long as you manage to move around a lot, not stand around for a excessive amount of time, like these people here, I'm moving around a lot and making it a little bit more difficult for those people to see me. But if I was standing still, like what I'm doing right now, I was standing, moving in a directly straight line, and because of that, I was risking a lot. Those people could easily just shoot straight, and that would easily take me out. But if I'm moving, zigzagging left and right, then it makes it a lot more difficult for those people to take me out. And if you can do that, you can turn this weapon into one of the most powerful backup weapons ever to grace the Pixel Gun 3D Earth. I like it a lot, guys. It looks really cool. It performs very well, has a nice scope. Everything about it is just really good. And definitely you guys should consider getting this. So, in all honesty, I don't really have much else I need to say about this weapon. I mean, it's just a really cool Star Wars themed weapon, and in all honesty, if you are somebody who likes Star Wars, get this thing, because you're going to feel awesome if you use this weapon. Because, I mean, hey, it's a Star Wars themed weapon in Pixel Gun 3D. It came in the whole Star Wars update. What's not to love about this? Not very many things. Taking out a turret is pretty easy with this thing, as you guys will see in just a second. Once I reload, you can take out turrets with that, because each one of those shots is pretty powerful, despite you guys might not originally thinking that when you get it. Each one of those shots is pretty powerful, and when you have an only 92 firing rate, you kind of need to have that relatively powerful shot, or else what's the point of even using this weapon? Because, you know, if you have a very unpowerful shot, and it's like 10 shots to kill an adamant armored player, what's the point of even getting it? So the fact that this one is like a 4 to 5 shot headshot to an adamant armored player, that makes it a lot better, and you can get some very, very good gameplay with it, as long as you manage to get those headshots. And I don't believe there is any cape or something that can help increase your gameplay. After I die here real quick, I'll show you guys that I don't believe anything that might help increase that. There's special, this is the melee category, this is the backup. It tremendously increases damage from the backup category. So you could use the Hitman cape, and I believe the Hitman boots. This one tremendously accelerates movements with weapons like that. So you might want to consider using that, and let's see how much the gameplay increases. Like here's somebody with adamant armor, and it turns into, okay, well, it turns into a lot better. So definitely get the Hitman boots and cape if you really want to get something. Like, look at how fast my movement speed is, guys. It's, I believe, a 4 shot to this guy. He's going to use his Storm Hammer, not even bother to look at me. That's That's the one thing I dislike about the storm hammers the most, is that the people don't even have to look at you to kill you. That's just the one thing. They just randomly spam that hammer and it just kills you. It's really sad. But continuing on here, we're not going to talk about the storm hammer because it got nerfed. It's slowly getting better. It's slowly getting better, guys. But definitely recommending using the Hitman boots and the Hitman. Can you stop using your freaking... God dang it. I definitely would recommend using the Hitman boots and the Hitman cape for this if you want the optimal gameplay in Pixel Gun 3D, because I can show you guys right now. I mean, like, with these few little minutes that I've been using it so far, my gameplay has increased a lot. It's gotten a lot better really, really quickly. Like, this guy right here really stands no chance against it. I mean, I did take him out with the turret, but if the turret wasn't there, I still would have been able to easily take him out, because this thing, when you use those capes and boots, turns into a very formidable weapon. So, guys, I don't really have much else I need to say about this weapon other than you should seriously consider it, and if you do want to get it, and you do already have it, get the Hitman boots and the Hitman cape, upgrade them to the max, and you will be amazed with how well the gameplay will turn out with this weapon. It will become a fantastic gun, and you'll get some great gameplay with it. So, I really hope you guys did enjoy this review on the Alien Blaster, the Space Blaster. Is that what it's called? I'm going to make sure that I did just call it the right thing. Yeah, the Space Blaster UP2. If you guys did enjoy this review on it, then you guys might want to check out my other reviews that I have done on many, many other weapons in Pixel Gun 3D. If you like this Star Wars themed update, then you might want to check out the other Star Wars themed weapons that I just reviewed recently. The Shuriken, the Mystical Ore Emitter, and the Space Rifle. All of those weapons I just recently reviewed, and you guys might want to check those out. Be sure to check out the other ones I did, even some of my older ones. I did some great gameplay on some of my older reviews, like the Snowball Gun review, the Brave Patriot review, and all of those older weapons I reviewed those ones and got some really good gameplay, and you guys would like those as well. So, also check out my other series that I do on Pixel Gun 3D. I do series on like Deadly Games and 1v1s, and I do series on random weapon gameplays, colored weapon gameplays, and many, many others. Also, I do series on different games. I do series on Agario, Modern Combat 5, Minecraft, Red Crucible Firestorm, random game commentaries where I choose random games and just do a commentary on a random game, and then I never do a video on it again, unless it's Pixel Warfare, and then in that case I've done several videos on that one. You should check out the Pixel Gun War or the Pixel Warfare video that I uploaded right before this one. And there you go, guys. I won that match with 43 kills, so there you go. You can actually win using the Space Blaster. It's very, very good, and I like it a lot. So, yeah, guys, make sure to hit that like button again, like I just said, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Let's go right up until we die. Let's just go right up until maybe, I don't know. We'll see what happens. There's a guy right over there. Okay, that's one shot. Maybe we can get a multi-kill. Probably not going to happen. That would be awesome if we did, though. There's two shots. That's a nice headshot there. Okay, let's get another triple kill, maybe, possibly. We'll see what happens. There's a mech. That's not going to happen. All right, well, we'll just leave it at that. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, man, I just missed him. All right, well, oh well. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode.